Be careful. You will do this and you will be arrested. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, this is not a message to be scrolled past. This is not something ordinary. Heaven has been watching. Angels have been warning. And now the moment has arrived. A divine order is being spoken over your life, not out of fear, but out of sacred protection. You need to know this before it's too late. What you are about to read is not fiction, not fantasy. It is the divine truth that your spirit already feels even if your mind still questions. There is an attempt to bind you. Someone has planned something dark. A movement in the shadows has gained momentum. They want you to fall for it. They want you to be blamed. They want your name to be dragged. Your peace shattered. Archangel Michael has come forward with fierce power and he says, I command you to open your eyes. If you ignore this again, the next time might be too late. There's a woman, yes, a real woman who smiled in front of you. She complimented you. She called you special. But behind closed doors, she plotted with someone. It wasn't random. It was premeditated. They studied you. They knew what your next move might be. They placed something somewhere, a document, an item, a name written in something legal. It connects back to you but it doesn't belong to you. And the worst part is when the moment comes others will believe them before they believe you. Unless you listen now. Heaven is weeping because you keep dismissing these signs. The dreams, the strange coincidences, the things falling or disappearing in your home, the tension around you, the people who once supported you growing silent. These are not random. Archangel Michael says someone has already gone to the police or someone with authority. Not because you did something wrong, but because they've made it look like you did. You don't know the full plan yet, but heaven does. And that's why they're sending this now with urgency. God says, the woman who once asked about your birthday, your location, or even tried to casually get your signature, she is not who she said she was. She is working with a man who is skilled in deception. Together, they've created something that looks real. They are submitting something, a complaint, a report, or a fake piece of evidence. This is why you have been feeling pressure without understanding why your intuition wasn't lying. You are being watched not spiritually alone but physically by people who have access to systems. Something about you is circulating. And soon a call or a knock is planned. If you don't prepare now, it may shake everything you've built. Michael says the trap involves your name. There's a document, a falsified message. It may appear to come from you or be linked to your phone, your ID, or your financial records. But you didn't do it. You didn't authorize it. Still, it has your identity attached. Heaven warns, Do not respond emotionally. Do not lash out or contact the ones you suspect. That's what they want. That's how the trap is completed. Silence is your sword right now. Let us expose it divinely. God's mercy is still active. That's why this message is reaching you before the event unfolds. But you must act with wisdom. Your protection is in stillness and listening to the divine instruction. You are not powerless even though they think you are. They assume you are isolated. But God is assembling unseen armies around you. They are placing confusion in the enemy's camp. One of the people involved in the plot is already beginning to doubt. They're considering backing out. And that will be your opening, but only if you listen now. There is surveillance. Be mindful of what you say near phones, near certain people, and especially on social media. Something you posted is being misinterpreted intentionally. They screenshotted it, edited it, combined it with something else. Michael says they've submitted a twisted narrative. But truth is louder than manipulation when you walk with heaven. You must detach from anything that pulls you into panic. That's how you rise above their plan. God is declaring this over you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. But if you walk into it blindly, it will still shake you. I am giving you sight now so you can walk in authority. You've been too trusting. You've allowed too much access to people who only wanted to study your weaknesses. That ends today. Heaven is reclaiming your name. You will not be arrested. You will not be blamed. But only if you stop sharing sacred things with casual spirits. Stop explaining your visions to people who secretly resent your glow. Stop expecting loyalty from people who benefit when you are silent. There is a folder. It contains your name. Someone printed something and put it there. It's not digital only. It's physical. This folder is being passed around quietly. A lawyer or official is involved and they think they are just doing their job. They don't know they're being used. This woman has tears when she speaks, but they are fake. Michael says she practiced the story in front of the mirror. She's ready. You must be readier. He warns someone is about to call you from a new number pretending to be someone else. Don't fall for it. It's bait. There is a plan to lure you into replying, into defending yourself too quickly, into revealing something that they can twist. Don't do it. Wait. Listen. Let God expose them. Heaven is already moving people behind the scenes who will see through the lie. One person, an unexpected ally, is about to come forward. You don't know them deeply, but they've been watching. They will speak a truth that shatters the whole plan. But they must not be influenced or scared off. Let it unfold divinely. This is why you felt emotional yesterday for no reason. Why sleep has been hard. Why noise around you seems louder. Why you feel like someone is near even when you're alone. They tried to pull you into darkness, but your spirit is protected. They can't touch what God has covered. Still, God will not do for you what you refuse to do for yourself. That's why this message is here. Stop ignoring the signs. Stop thinking every delay is just life. Some of it is spiritual warfare. Some of it is a spiritual court case. And right now, heaven is presenting divine evidence on your behalf. That's why you must not interrupt it with fear or haste. Stay still. The truth will be spoken, and when it is, they will be shocked at who reveals it. A place you were invited to. Don't go. Something about it is off. It may seem like a celebration or a reunion, but that's where they want the final move to happen. It's a distraction, a place for a confrontation or false accusation. You are not to show up. Wait, that place has been spiritually marked. Michael says the enemy is waiting there, not God. Oh, God says you must now protect your energy like it is sacred currency. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your silence. You don't need to reply to the old friend who suddenly resurfaced. That's not a coincidence. That's part of the surveillance. Be kind, but guarded. Be wise, not paranoid. There is a fine line, and God is giving you the discernment to walk it. A secret phone recording exists. You may not know when or how it happened, but someone is trying to use your voice against you. Don't fear. God will render it powerless. But you must avoid any more voice conversations with untrusted people for now. Stick to what cannot be altered. And remember, silence often terrifies the wicked more than loud confrontation. Someone has written your name in a list of problematic people. Not because you've done wrong, but because you refuse to be controlled. You walked away. You chose peace. You elevated and they couldn't handle it. Now they're trying to destroy your credibility, but they will fail because God is rewriting that list. By the time this is over, you will be publicly cleared and they will be silenced. Michael weeps when you doubt your intuition. You are not making this up. You are not too sensitive. You are not imagining the tension. It's spiritual warfare disguised as ordinary chaos. But the veil is being lifted. You are about to know who is real. Who spoke your name in rooms where you were absent, who laughed at your pain, and who secretly prayed for your downfall. But you will also know who stood for you, who protected you when you didn't even know, who can lead the false plans in private. That is why this must unfold slowly for your good. A key was duplicated. A password was saved. A file was forwarded without your consent. This is not fear. This is preparation. Change what needs to be changed. Check what needs to be checked. God is revealing it so you can reclaim control. You were never meant to be blindsided, but you have to follow through. Heaven can only protect what you are willing to walk away from. So walk. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. If this hadn't happened, you would have stayed around the wrong people too long. You would have kept giving too much, trusting too soon. Now God is cleansing your circle. And though it hurts, it's holy. You are about to rise so quickly, you will look back and thank heaven for this delay. Because what's coming next is not just safety, it's elevation. Your name will be known not for scandal, but for truth, not for controversy, but for victory. And the very people who tried to bury you will have to watch you be blessed. Michael has gone to battle for you, but this time he needs your cooperation. That means obedience. That means not replying to the bait. Not showing up to the false invitation. Not returning to the conversation that was never about healing. You owe no one a response. Let God speak for you. Let heaven defend you. There is one more thing. Someone from your past who vanished quietly is about to return. This person carries information. Not truth. When they come, listen. Don't judge them. They were silenced by fear, but now, they've been released. They hold a piece of the story you never knew. And once it's revealed, the trap will be destroyed completely. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God says this was never to harm you. This was to reveal what you refuse to see. I will use their lies to elevate your truth. I will turn the courtroom into a platform. I will turn their schemes into stepping stones. But only if you listen now. It's not a coincidence you saw this message. It's not random timing. It's a divine interruption. And it just saved you from disaster. Don't waste it. Don't ignore it. Don't go back. Your protection is activated. Your name is being cleared. Your peace is being restored. Your enemies are being silenced. And the trap they set will become their own downfall. Thus says the Lord. God says, you must not ignore this. You must not delay. You must not look away for even a second longer. For what you are about to see, what you are about to hear and what you are about to understand is not a message you can postpone. It is not something you can revisit later. The angels have been watching. The records of heaven have been written. And now this message is coming to you because time has run out for delay and Archangel Michael has stepped forward with trembling wings and flaming sword to intervene directly in your life. Archangel Michael speaks now, and his voice is a thunder that trembles the spirit realm. He shouts with authority not given by man but by God himself, saying, I order you to open this now. I order you to hear this now. I am not requesting your attention. I am commanding it because the danger you are in has now passed the threshold of mercy. If you do not listen now, if you ignore this again, there will be no more warnings. This is your final alarm before the trap that was set for you snaps shut, and you will not be able to escape the consequences without divine intervention. The trap has already been laid. It is not coming. It is already here, someone close to you, someone pretending. Someone laughing with you, perhaps even praying with you, has secretly constructed a false scenario to bring your name down into shame. They have submitted lies in writing. They have placed false documents in hidden places. They have taken photos out of context, and they are planning to submit them to a force of law. Yes. What you feared might happen, what your dreams have tried to warn you about, this is it. This is the exposure. This is the attack. And you must act now. Not tomorrow. Not in an hour. Now God says, do not panic. Do not fear. I am still with you. But I cannot act for you if you do not heed my messenger. I cannot clear what you won't confront. I will not protect you from something you are choosing to ignore. I have dispatched Michael, my most trusted warrior, to speak this to you face to face because the plans of darkness have accelerated beyond your awareness. And now it is time for me to pull back the curtain and show you what has really been happening behind your back. There is a woman. She has red in her eyes. Not the color, but the fire of rage, envy, and confusion. She was once a friend, once a listener, once someone who smiled at you with kindness. But jealousy took root in her. When you were celebrated, she faked a smile. When you were chosen, she bit her lip. When God blessed you in front of her, she cursed you behind your back. And now she has taken it too far. She has joined hands with another. Yes, a man you never thought would betray you. The two of them have contacted an agency, and they are claiming things about you that are not just exaggerated. They are completely false. But because they have planted seeds over time, it looks plausible. It looks convincing. And if you do not spiritually intervene right now, it will be believed. Archangel Michael says, this is not a symbolic warning. This is literal. This is legal. This is real. You must be careful with every step you take right now. Even your phone is not safe from spiritual surveillance. Even your casual words can be twisted into traps. Someone is monitoring you with the help of darkness. Someone is trying to orchestrate your downfall by constructing false narratives and disguising them as truth. And they plan to make it seem like you are the deceiver. You are the one at fault. But you are not. Heaven knows. God knows. But earthly systems don't always listen to the Spirit. So now we fight. God says you must come away with me for a moment. Separate yourself. Shut the door. Turn off the noise and sit in silence for 5 minutes after this message. Because in that quiet place, I will speak more to you. I will give you names. I will give you images. I will confirm what you already suspected but were too afraid to admit. I will not let you walk into a trap blind. I will not let the innocent suffer, but you must hear me. You must trust what I show you because the battle is no longer theoretical. It is active and it is reaching its final hour. There is an item involved. Something that was either gifted to you or left in your space, something that was tampered with. The woman involved placed it near you intentionally. It has a spiritual energy attached to it. It is the key to unlocking the source of the curses that have been cycling in your life without clear cause. There is a pattern that hasn't made sense. Misfortunes out of nowhere. Delays that don't match the effort you've put in. Embarrassing moments that feel orchestrated. Financial shortages despite your planning. Relationship coldness even when you're faithful. All of this was connected to the object placed by the woman who smiles and calls you sister or friend or dear. Michael says, touch it no more. Discard it tonight. Do not fear what happens when you let it go. The power it had will break the moment you act in obedience. But if you hesitate, its influence will multiply and her plans will take root more deeply. The trap was meant to lead to an arrest, not just of your physical freedom, but of your reputation, an arrest of your opportunities, a spiritual shutdown of your future. They are trying to silence you. They are trying to make you look unstable, untrustworthy, and even dangerous. But God is still fighting. And this message is not too late. God says, you must prepare for confrontation, but you will not be harmed. I will be with you. Do not be afraid to speak truth when the time comes. But also do not speak prematurely. The trap is designed to provoke you to speak before it is time. Wait, listen to me. I will give you the moment, and when that moment comes, the same tongue that once felt powerless will become a flaming sword of righteousness. You will speak and I will fill your words with undeniable fire. Even your enemies will be silenced. Even those who tried to believe the worst will see the light break through. A file has been created. Somewhere there is documentation, written or digital, that paints you in a dangerous light. But God has already dispatched an angel to confuse their system. When they try to submit it, there will be a glitch. There will be a crash. Something will go wrong and their frustration will rise. They will accuse each other. They will begin to fight among themselves. You will be hidden while they turn on each other. They will accuse each other. They will begin to fight among themselves. You will be hidden while they turn on each other. But this only happens if you follow the instruction exactly. Do not call them. Do not explain. Do not plead your case to people. Speak only to me and those I reveal to you. Archangel Michael is standing at your door, not in metaphor, but in reality. If you feel a sudden chill, a vibration, a pressure in the air, it is not fear. It is His presence. He has arrived to guard the threshold of your life, to protect your space from further intrusion. He has placed a heavenly seal over your documents, over your name, over your address. No weapon formed will prosper. But you must align yourself with this word. Now there is one person who suspects what is going on but is afraid to speak up. They saw something. They overheard something. They were told something in confidence. But they know it isn't right. God will move them to you. But don't pressure them. Just listen when they come and you will hear confirmation from their lips that everything this message says is real. Someone tried to ruin your name in a place of influence, a workplace, a church, a community space. They told a lie so big even you would doubt yourself if you didn't know the truth. But that lie is being dismantled even now. In the spirit it has already failed. But in the natural you must still act with discernment. Keep records, watch your speech. Avoid casual comments around anyone who might be connected to them. The woman will try to apologize when she realizes her plan is falling apart. She will cry. She will act like she was used. But it is a manipulation. She was the root. The man she worked with was pulled into her trap, but she is the spider who spun it. Do not fall for her act. Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. You must walk away from her permanently. God says, I love you too much to let you be devoured. I have invested too much in you to let you fall. I have called you for greater than this. And even this betrayal is going to be used as a platform for your next elevation. But you must come through it with integrity. Do not repay evil for evil. Let me avenge you. God says, this is urgent only for you. Don't ignore this. Archangel Michael has descended with trembling wings and eyes ablaze with divine fire. He speaks not as a messenger now, but as a guardian commander, commanding your attention without delay. He stands before you pointing directly at your spirit and says with all heavenly urgency, open this now. You are being watched. Someone has set a trap. If you move without this warning, you may be ours. But as your protector, your brother in the service of God, I have seen your struggles. I have defended you against unseen attacks. And I will not let this theft stand if you take the steps you are being given. He is raising his sword now, marking the spiritual boundary that says the enemy cannot cross unless you allow it by inaction. The days ahead will test your discernment. You will feel moments of doubt. You will be tempted to dismiss this as an overreaction. But I am telling you, this is your moment to protect what I gave you. You will look back on this time and either thank me for the warning or wish you had acted. There will be no middle ground. I will not stop speaking until this truth is firmly in your heart. A trusted family member has taken your property into their own name. The papers exist. They are real. They are hidden and they are about to be used. This is your warning, your call to action, and your chance to stand in the authority I have given you. I see now that Michael is kneeling beside you, not in weakness, but in solidarity. His eyes are on yours. His voice is steady. I will fight with you. He says, but you must rise. God says, my child, I am speaking to you now because the matter cannot wait, and I will not allow the darkness to continue hiding what is already in the light of my sight. Archangel Michael stands before me and his voice is trembling with urgency as he says, I order you to open this message. This is for you. I contact you personally. I am not here by chance. Heaven has moved me into your path today because a trusted family member has secretly put your property in their name. The papers are already drawn, the ink already pressed, and yet it is not too late. Watch quickly for the window to stop this is closing even as I speak. You do not yet realize the depth of betrayal that has been moving quietly around you. This person does not carry a stranger's face, nor do they speak to you with the tone of an enemy. They have smiled at you, sat in the same rooms as you, shared meals with you, listened to your troubles, and told you they were on your side. Yet when the opportunity came, when they thought no one would ever know, they made the choice that tears the heavens with sorrow. They took what was entrusted to you, what heaven had marked as your inheritance, and placed their own name on it as if you had never existed. Michael says, do not think this is a small act. Property in the human realm is more than land, more than walls and boundaries. It is a spiritual symbol of authority, stability, and provision. To steal it is to try to erase your name from the place God has planted you. This is not just theft in paper form. It is a declaration of war against the destiny God wrote for you. And I will not stand idle. Even now I the Lord see how the papers lie in a folder hidden where you would not think to look. I see the place where your signature has been forged. Where their handwriting trembles only slightly because they were afraid yet not afraid enough to stop. They believe no one will confront them. They believe you are too trusting, too occupied with other matters, too far from the truth to notice in time. But you are not alone. Heaven has dispatched watchmen on your behalf. Angels have already been sent to stir situations, to make you overhear conversations you were not meant to hear, to cause misplaced documents to fall where your eyes will land upon them. Nothing is coincidence in this hour. Every sudden urge to check something, every unexpected conversation, every unusual delay or interruption is part of the divine choreography to bring the hidden into your hands. Michael says again, "My child, I am telling you plainly, this is for you. You must not dismiss it. Do not delay, for the one who is taking your property has already started speaking to lawyers, positioning themselves as if they are the rightful owner. They are moving quickly because they want to finalize before you awaken to what they've done. If you wait, you will fight not only against deception, but against completed, legal structures designed to lock you out. I am not scaring you. I am preparing you. There is a reason I am letting you hear this now. I have seen your heart wrestle with confusion these last days. I have seen the moments when you felt something was off but could not name it. That sensation was not your imagination. It was me stirring your spirit, sounding the inner alarm. You felt it as unease, as restlessness, as sudden moments where your thoughts kept circling a certain person in your family without explanation. That was me knocking on the door of your discernment. My spirit telling you, look here. Ask questions here. Pay attention here, my child. I know it hurts to think that someone you trusted could do such a thing. Betrayal is a wound that reaches deeper than most. It makes you question not only others but yourself. How you didn't see, how you missed the signs, how you let them close enough to do it. But hear me clearly. This is not your fault. Deception is designed to be invisible until heaven unveils it, and now heaven is unveiling it. I am pulling back the curtains on their actions. I am stripping away the shadows in which they have worked. They will not be able to hide their steps for long. I am even now touching the mind of one who knows the truth but has been afraid to speak. That person will not be able to sleep in peace until they tell you what they have seen. You will know the truth not from one angle but from several. Every whisper confirmed by another. Every suspicion matched with undeniable evidence. Michael says, do not fear the confrontation. I am with you. The authority of heaven stands behind you. You may feel small in the eyes of earthly systems, but you are mighty in the courts of heaven. When you speak, you will not speak alone. When you stand, you will not stand alone. And when you reclaim what is yours, the enemy will know that the hand of God has moved. Already the one who betrayed you is feeling an unease they cannot explain. They will attribute it to stress, to daily life, to exhaustion. But in reality, it is the pressure of conviction pressing against their spirit. They are restless because my spirit is drawing the lines they have crossed. They feel the tremor in their plans, but pride still blinds them. They still believe they can finish what they started before you find out. But I tell you their timetable is collapsing even now. My child, the property in question is more than its earthly form. It is part of the generational blessing I have marked for you. If it is removed from you, there are blessings attached to it that will also be delayed or stolen. That is why I am acting so swiftly. I will not allow the seed I planted in your life to be uprooted by the hand of greed. You have endured too much to be stripped of this now. In the next hours, you will notice small things shifting. A document will appear where you had looked before and found nothing. A phone call will come from an unexpected source. Someone will speak too freely and reveal a detail they meant to keep hidden. Pay attention to every piece, no matter how small. Together they will form the picture you need. Michael says, watch quickly. Do not let your heart grow numb. The enemy thrives on your distraction. They hope you will brush this off as nonsense or exaggeration. They hope you will be too polite to dig deeper. But this is not the time for politeness. This is the time for truth. Heaven itself is moving to restore what was taken. But you must partner with that restoration by opening your eyes, your ears, and your discernment. You will see their face differently now. Every past conversation will start to fit into place. Every odd moment will make sense. And though it will sting, you will also feel a strange relief because finally the unease will have a name. Finally, you will know you were not imagining it. I tell you this as your God. The one who took what was yours will have to return it. They will have no peace until they release it. I am already shifting circumstances to corner them into confession. Even if they try to resist, the weight will become too much. You will see it with your own eyes. You will hold in your own hands the papers they tried to use against you. And you will stand as a testimony that I, the Lord, protect what is mine. Michael leans closer now and says, do not stop halfway. Once you know, follow through. Gather the proof. Speak to those I place in your path. Act before the window closes. The enemy's strategy depends on your delay. Heaven's strategy depends on your obedience. My child, the time is now. Watch quickly.